Srimad Bhagavatam Pravrittai Nivrittai Pitrudevaya Karmani Namo Dharma Vipakaya Mrityave Dukkadaya Cha. Hare Krishna. We are reading today and discussing on 424:41 whether or not one should worship demigods or not. So here it is said that Pravrittai Nivrittai Pitrudevai Karmani Namo Dharma Vipakaya Mrityave Dukkadaya Cha. My dear Lord, you are the viewer of the results of pious activities. Pious activities means one that takes to the higher planets. So they may be done deliberately or it can happen unknowingly. You are inclination, disinclination, and their resultant activities. You are the cause of the miserable conditions of life caused by irreligion, and therefore you are death. I offer you my respectful obeisances. Let's read the purport by our beloved ISKCON founder Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated in everyone's heart. From him issue a living entity's inclinations and disinclinations. This is confirmed in Bhagavad-gītā 15:15. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. I am seated in everyone's heart. From me comes remembrance, knowledge. Again I read, I'm seated in everyone's heart. From me, what does the Lord say? That I am. Okay, so it is to be understood when he says I am. When it is the Lord's warning, I am. So a common human being, a drunkard, he cannot repeat this and say I am. Okay, a drunkard, or for that matter a Shudra, if he says I am seated in everyone's heart, then it is full voidism or Mayavad. And from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. The Supreme Personality of Godhead causes the asuras to forget him and devotees to remember him. One's disinclinations are due to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. According to Bhagavad-gītā, pravrittam cha, navrittam cha, janana vidur asura. The asuras do not know which way one should be inclined to act and which way one should not be inclined to act. Although the asuras oppose devotional service, it is to be understood they are inclined that way due to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because the asuras do not like to engage in the Lord's devotional service, the Lord within gives them the intelligence to forget. Ordinary karmis desire promotion to Pitralok, as confirmed in Bhagavad-gītā 9:25. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrayanti pitravrata. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods, and those who worship ancestors go to the ancestors. In this verse, the word dukkadai is also very significant. For those who are non-devotees are perpetually put into the cycle of birth and death. This is a very miserable condition, dukkadai, because one's position in life is attained according to one's activities. The asuras or non-devotees are put into such miserable conditions. So, pravrittai nivrittai pitrudevai karmani namo dharma vipakaya mrityave dukkadaya cha. Dukkadaya, cause of all kind of miserable conditions. Pravrittai, inclination. Nivrittai, disinclination. Pitrudevai, master, Pitralok. Dukkadai, cause of all the kinds of miserable conditions. So why is it that the one who goes to worships his ancestors goes to the Pitralok, the abode of Pitralok. See, if somebody is suffering due to you and that person, he is in that consciousness, then you have to do only that. So, for that matter, if you do some shraddha or anything for your ancestors, that is okay. Because they understand only that. Because they have not done any bhakti or they have not elevated their consciousness to Krishna consciousness. So they'll understand only that. You cannot chant for them. The chanting may or may not be so effective for them, but according to their receiver, whatever you do for them, it must go to them. So that is the reason people still, devotees, they chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and they do the Shraddha, the Tarpan, all such activities they do in the Shraddha Karma in the time when the Pitras are, the ancestors, there is Pitru Paksh, they do all this Karma Kand, they do it so that it may reach them. But other than that, if you worship your ancestors, some people keep their parents' photo in their altar, which is a very funny thing. You should not keep your parents' photos in the altar where your Guru is there, Krishna is there. That's a very wrong concept. Placing the parents' or grandparents' photo in the altar or the house temple is very ridiculous. What bhakti will you do in such cases? There are many people who put in altar their ancestors' photo and they worship them. So it is a very mockery, it's a ridiculous thing. Srimad Bhagavatam is the ultimate authority for Vedic, Vedanta knowledge, and it is giving all kind of knowledge to every kind of human being. Everybody's quest is satisfied when he reads Srimad Bhagavatam. Because a person has many karmas, he has followed many paths since eternity. So he has many impressions, whether this, that, what if this, what if that. So this purification process is going on. It's not that once you do, it is getting done and then it stays. No, because of the influence of the material modes of nature, the impressions change. They become stronger at times, they become lower at times, they are totally, the devotional sentiments totally are absent at times. So such fluctuations keep happening. But that doesn't mean that you should resort to your old impression of worshipping any and every entity. Worshipping Hanuman is not recommended at all for those who are practicing Radha Krishna Bhakti or Sriman Mahaprabhu's Bhakti. Because Hanuman, there are very few people who worship Hanuman as in the devotional mood. Many people, majority 99.9% only ask for benefits from Lord Hanuman. They think that the Lord Hanuman will keep them away from evil spirits, ghosts, or he will give some celibacy benefit, or then he will, calm their mind, quieten their mind. Yes, you'll get everything. But bhakti, it's far away from bhakti. And when you look at the Lord and say he's a monkey faced Lord, then you have committed the gravest sin, Vaishnava Prana, you will fall down. So Radha Krishna Bhakti is very important. And one must understand that if you are on the path, then don't go down, don't go below that, and don't make friends with such people who compromise on their values. Understand that is required. So, and they will give any wrong reasoning without any proper support. So we must be confident what we are doing and what we are not doing and why we are suffering or whatever. So some bad association comes and then one suffers. So Pitra Yanti Deva Vrata Pitra Yanti Pitra Vrata. Those who worship demigods will take birth among demigods. Those who worship ancestors go to the ancestors. And again, doing some Pitra Yagya or Tarpan for the ancestors It's also a very meritorious karma, but it should be done only for that, not for gaining their favor or for any material gains. Just that the soul may, you know, he may be all right and wherever he is, and he may forgive you. Sometimes this is needed, so you can do that in Pitrapaksha. Many devotees do it. So that was about it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.